Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Justin Brown Jr., and today we're discussing one of the biggest topics affecting students' careers and everyday life: artificial intelligence. AI has become part of a classroom, business, healthcare, and even our phones. Some people believe it's making lives easier, while others worry it could create new problems. To help us understand both sides of the conversation, I joined today by dang, hold on. All right, hold on. I'm joined today by someone who's been following this topic closely. Thank you for being here today, guest.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm Morgan and I'm looking forward to talking about it.
Okay, so let's start with your first impression. When you first heard about artificial intelligence becoming more common, what went through your mind? Did you think it would become as popular as it is today? And has your opinion changed after seeing how many people use it in school and everyday life?
When I first started hearing about artificial intelligence, I honestly believed it was technology that only engineers or large large companies would use it. Over the last couple of years, I've watched AI become part of everyday life. Students now use it for studying, businesses use it to improve productivity, and many people rely on it to answer questions almost instantly. My opinion has definitely changed because I've seen how useful it can be when it's used responsibly. At the same time, I think people should be careful not to depend on it for everything because it can never replace critical thinking, creativity, or real human experiences. Overall, I believe AI is a powerful tool, but people should use it to support their own thinking instead of replacing it.
That's an interesting perspective. You mentioned students using AI every day. Some educators believe it's improving learning, while others believe students are becoming too dependent on it. From your point of view, how has AI changed education, and what advice would you give students who use it for assignments?
I think AI has completely changed education because students have access to information faster than ever before. If anyone is struggling with a different subject, AI can explain concepts in different ways and even provide examples that make learning easier. However, I also think that there's a danger if students begin copying answers instead of actually understanding the material. Education is about developing problem solving skills, communication, and independent thinking. AI should be used as a tutor or study partner rather than a shortcut. Students who combine AI with their own effort will probably benefit the most because they'll still develop the skills they'll need in college and throughout their careers.
Now, that's honestly a great point. AI is clearly changing. Also, the way people learn, but also changing the workplaces. Some people are excited because AI can make jobs easier, while others worry that it might replace workers. Do you think AI is creating more opportunities, or do you think it's becoming a threat to certain careers?
I actually think it's doing both. There are different jobs where AI can save companies time by handling repetitive tasks like organizing data, scheduling appointments, or answering simple customer questions. At the same time, that means some positions may not require many employees as before. However, I don't believe AI can replace every job. Careers that require leadership, emotional intelligence, creativity, and personal relationships still need people. Instead of fearing I think workers should focus on learning new skills so they can work alongside it instead of competing against it.
So instead of avoiding AI, you're saying people should learn how to use it effectively.
Exactly. Technology has always changed the workforce. Years ago, people had to adapt to computers, smartphones, and internet. AI is simply the next major advancement. The people who learn how to use these tools responsibly will probably have an advantage in many careers.
That makes a lot of sense. Another topic people often bring up is misinformation. AI can create realistic pictures, videos, and even voices. Some people are worried that it could become difficult to know what's real and what's fake. How serious do you think that problem is?
I think that's one of the biggest concerns. AI has become so advanced that it can generate images or videos that look completely real, even when they're fake. That means people have to be much more careful before believing everything they see online. I think it's becoming more important than ever to verify information by checking reliable news sources, looking for multiple reports, and thinking critically before sharing something with others. Technology is powerful, but it also puts more responsibility on us as users.
I agree. I agree. Especially with that, social media already spreads information quickly, and AI seems to make that happen even faster. Speaking of everyday life, where have you personally seen AI make the biggest impact? Whether it's, I think, no, I'll say, where do you think is the biggest impact that AI has made positively?
Well, I'd probably say productivity. Like whether it's helping someone organize their schedule, summarize long articles, translate languages, or even brainstorm ideas, AI can save people a lot of time. I've also seen it help students under difficult concepts and help small businesses improve customer service. Even in healthcare, AI can assist doctors by analyzing large amounts of medical information much faster than humans can. Of course, doctors still make the final decisions, but AI can be another helpful tool.
That's interesting because healthcare is something many people may not think about immediately. Some hospitals are already using AI to assist with diagnosis, illness, or even reviewing medical scans. While it doesn't replace doctors, it helps them work more effectively.
Absolutely. The important thing is remembering that AI should support professionals rather than replace their judgment. Human experience, compassion, and decision making are still extremely valuable.
Let's talk about something students hear all the time: ethics. Just because AI can do something doesn't always mean it should. Where do you think people should draw the line?
Well, honestly speaking, I think, oh, my bad.
Stop doing that.
Hold up.
Stop doing that. If you mess up, just hear what you say and can go off of what you're saying. You don't gotta say my bad. You feel me? Like if you
It's a
mess up,
habit. It's a
I
habit.
know, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you now. I'm telling you now. When you're communicating and whenever you're doing something, it's okay. People mess up. You don't. Especially you got to remember we're talking over voice, so you can easily they don't know what you really want to say. So if you met like you see how I be messing up, but you don't even notice I'm messing up. It just like okay, because it's natural to stutter. It's natural to do things like that. The more you low key mess up, it makes it sound more natural, other than you just reading off of a script and sounding like AI. So don't be like my bad. Like you mess up, like don't say don't analyze that you mess up. Like even if somebody's listening, they're not even gonna notice what you're talking about that you messed up. They just hear my bad. Like you feel me?
Right.
So start from the beginning of that what you was just reading.
Okay. I think honesty has to come first. If a student uses AI to better understand the topic or help organize their thoughts, that's one thing. But submitting AI generated work without learning anything isn't being honest. The same idea applies in business. Companies should be transparent about how they use AI, especially when it affects customers or employees. Technology should make life better without sacrificing integrity.
I like that perspective because integrity is important no matter what field you're in. Looking ahead 5 or 10 years, where do you see artificial intelligence going?
Well, I think AI will become even more integrated into our daily lives. We'll probably see smarter personal assistants, better medical technology, safer transportation, and more personalized education. At the same time, governments, schools, and businesses will have to create stronger policies about privacy, security, and responsible use. AI isn't going away, so the challenge will be learning how to manage it wisely.
If someone's listening today has has never really used AI before, what would you tell them?
Well, I'll encourage them to try it with an open mind, of course. Ask it questions, use it to learn something new, or let it help organize your thoughts. Just remember that it's a tool and not a replacement for your own knowledge or judgment. Continue asking questions, researching information, and thinking for yourself.
I think that's excellent advice. Before we wrap up today's discussion, is there one final message you would like the listeners to remember about artificial intelligence?
Yeah, of course. I think anyone's biggest takeaway should be this: AI itself isn't good or bad, it's how people choose to use it that matters. When used responsibly, it can help people learn faster, solve problems, and become more productive. But if people rely on it too much or use it dishonestly, it can change. Can, it can create new challenges. The future of AI depends on the decisions we make today.
Mm, well said. Artificial intelligence is certainly changing the world, and it's a conversation that's only going to continue as technology advances. Thank you so much for joining us, Morgan, today and sharing your thoughts.
No, thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation.
And thank you to everyone listening. We hope today's discussion gave you a better understanding of both the benefits and the challenges of artificial intelligence. Remember, technology continues to evolve, but our responsibility is to think critically and use it wisely. Never changes. And I'm Justin Brown, and you've been listening to our talk radio discussion. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.